ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ಕಲಾಸಂಚಯ ವಿಶೇಷ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ವಾಗತ. ಇವತ್ತಿನ ನಮ್ಮ ಮುಖ್ಯ ಅತಿಥಿ ರೆನಿ ಜಾರ್ಜ್ ಅವರು. ನಾನು ರೆನಿ ಜಾರ್ಜ್ ಅವರನ್ನು ಈ ಒಂದು ಮಾತುಕತೆಗೆ ಸಮಸ್ತ ವೀಕ್ಷಕರ ಪರವಾಗಿ ಪ್ರೀತಿಯಿಂದ ಸ್ವಾಗತ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ. ವೆಲ್ಕಮ್ ಮೇಡಮ್. ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ಮೇಡಮ್.
ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ.
ರೆನಿ ಜಾರ್ಜ್ ಅವರು ಒಂದು ವಿಶೇಷ ಅತಿಥಿ ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿದೆ. ಮಿಸ್ ವರ್ಲ್ಡ್ ಇಂಟರ್ನ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ಬ್ರ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಅಂಬಾಸಿಡರ್ ಟೈಟಲ್ ಗೆದ್ದಿರುವಂಥ ಒಬ್ಬ ಮಾಡೆಲಿಂಗ್ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರದ ಒಬ್ಬ ವಿಶೇಷ ತಾರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಜೊತೆಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಸ್ಟಾರ್ ನಮ್ಮ ಜೊತೆಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ನಾನು ರೆನಿ ಜಾರ್ಜ್ ಅವರನ್ನು ಮತ್ತೊಮ್ಮೆ ಈ ಒಂದು ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ವಾಗತಿಸ್ತಾ ಅವರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಒಂದಷ್ಟು ವಿಚಾರಗಳನ್ನು ಇವತ್ತು ನಾವು ಮಾತನಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ರೆನಿ ಜಾರ್ಜ್ basically our parents are from Kerala and then they settled in Delhi. Delhi. Later Renee George also went to Australia, Sydney, and they are settled in Sydney along with her family. ನೀವು ಕೇಳಿರ್ತೀರಿ, ಮದುವೆಯಾದ ಮಹಿಳೆಯರು ಕೂಡ ವಿವಿಧ ರೀತಿಯ ಬ್ಯೂಟಿ ಪೇಜೆಂಟ್ಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಭಾಗವಹಿಸುವಂಥದ್ದು ಮತ್ತು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅಂತಾರಾಷ್ಟ್ರೀಯ ಮಟ್ಟದಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ಇವತ್ತು ಖ್ಯಾತಿ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಅಂಥ ಒಂದು ಪೇಜೆಂಟ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಭಾಗವಹಿಸಿದಂಥ ರೆನಿ ಜಾರ್ಜ್ ಅವರು ಇವತ್ತು ನಮ್ಮ ಜೊತೆಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಮೇಡಮ್, ಬೇಸಿಕಲಿ ಇವರೇ ಇನ್ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಷನ್ ಇವರೇ ಫ್ರಮ್ ನರ್ಸಿಂಗ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್. How you entered to this modeling field and what inspired you to participate in these events, these kinds of events?
Actually, modeling or fashion industry was always a passion for me from childhood.
Okay.
But then it didn't happen at that time, and then I switched on to the nursing career. But then you know what, when you have a passion inside you, it always keeps calling you, no matter what, how much time goes by or how much like how old you get, it's still there inside you. So once everything with the kids and everything got to a certain age where I could get some time for myself, I said why not pursue what I wanted to do all my life, and that gives me happiness. So I started off like just like a part time, like a passion sort of a thing. I never thought it will go to this level.
ಮೇಡಮ್ ಹೇಳೋ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಆ ಒಂದು ಟೀನೇಜಿನಲ್ಲಿ, ಆ ಬಾಲ್ಯದಲ್ಲೇ ಅವರಿಗೊಂದು ಆಳವಾದಂಥ ಮನಸ್ಸಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ತುಡಿತಾ ಇತ್ತು ಫ್ಯಾಷನ್ ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರಿಗೆ ಬರಬೇಕು ಅಂತ. ಆದರೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಆಗಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಸಾಂಸಾರಿಕ ಬದುಕು, ಒಂದಷ್ಟು ಕರ್ತವ್ಯಗಳು, ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಒಂದು ಹಂತಕ್ಕೆ ಮುಗಿದಾಗ ಅವರು ಮತ್ತೆ ಈ ಒಂದು ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರವನ್ನು ಆಯ್ದುಕೊಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಇಟ್ ಟೋಲ್ಡ್ ದಟ್ ಯು once all family responsibility in certain level, when it's come to one level, then you chosen this field. Who promoted you and who is the inspiring person behind you?
I think my family has been the biggest support. My husband and my 2 kids have been my biggest support behind this, because they have encouraged me to follow my dreams. And because this is something I always wanted to do, but without their support and motivation, I don't think I would have been able to do and achieve what I have doing today, because it takes a lot of your time from your family life and everything. And you need that dedication and commitment. Nothing comes easy. It's a very hard work, and for that you need a very strong backing from a family, and I've been lucky that I've got
great
that support.
ಪತಿ ಇರ್ಬೋದು ಅಥವಾ ಇಬ್ಬರು ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಪೂರ್ಣವಾಗಿ ಬೆನ್ನಿಗೆ ನಿಂತು ಸಹಕಾರ ನೀಡಿದ ಕಾರಣದಿಂದಾಗಿ ನಾನು ಈ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಸಾಧನೆ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಆಯಿತು ಅನ್ನೋಂಥ ವಿಚಾರವನ್ನು ರೆನಿ ಜಾರ್ಜ್ ಅವರು ಹಂಚಿಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಮೇಡಮ್, ಐ ಆಮ್ ವೆರಿ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟೆಡ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದ ವೆರಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ರ್ಯಾಂಪ್ ವಾಕ್. Can you go little flashback about that?
Yes, that was in 2018.
Okay.
And it was one of the ramp walks what happened in Sydney, and it was for a makeup artist contest. Like it was mainly for the makeup artists, that they had to show how well they do, represent the model, and they need models to do the ramp walk, and that's how I started. So that was my first one. It was not easy, because it was not something that I was comfortable. I was not so confident as I am today, but then that was a stepping stone, and that took me from there. Then I went on to the Mrs. Australia Galaxy pageant, and that changed a lot of things. So I think it's just stepping stones, one by one. You need to start somewhere. There's no right or wrong. You just have to figure out your way into this.
Yes, exactly.
So yes,
exactly.
that's what.
Yeah, once you enter to the competition,
Yes.
or pageant,
Yeah.
there's a lot of what you call challenges.
Yes.
Challenges, no?
Yes.
And there's a lot of competitions
Yeah.
from so many parts of the our world, from the within a state.
Yeah.
Participants will come and contest.
Yes.
At the first competition,
Yes.
how is your experience? How you whether you thrilled or you?
I think it was a mixed emotion at that
Okay.
time. I was excited, at the same time very nervous, because
Very
I
nervous,
didn't know
okay.
what to expect. And when you're doing it for the first time, you really don't know
Yes.
what is expected out of you. What is good for you may not be good enough for the the other person. So yes, but then I think over the period of time you learn. Every experience
Yes,
is a
yes.
learning experience. Whether you win, you lose, it doesn't really matter. It does affect you. It if you don't make it, it does affect you, because you've put so much of effort and time, and you want to win. But then if you don't win, it doesn't show that you're not good enough. It
Yes,
just
yes,
shows there's something more better. It's just something that has evolved you in that process, and there's something better for you in the process.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
The thing is, once we are settled in family life,
Yes.
yeah, there's a lot of responsibility in
Yes,
family.
yes.
At the same time, the career.
Yeah.
You are in nursing field.
Yes.
Yeah. How you adjust the all timings
Yeah.
and the responsibility and the time for the family and time for the profession
Yes.
and the time for the pageant.
Yeah, it is hard, because at the end of the day we all have only 24 hours. So there are times where I'm working my the nursing job as well, but then at the time on the weekends when there's family time, I'm expected to be at an event or do something. So there are sacrifices, there are challenges, but I think when you really want
Sacrifices
something,
means your family
timing, yes,
timing.
your family timings, yes, because sometimes you want to do something, but then there might be something else that demands your presence there, so you have to prioritize.
Yes,
and
yes.
you have to manage your time accordingly. So I mean, as I said, nothing comes easy.
Yes.
So if you want to get somewhere, you have to sacrifice and manage your time. But then again,
and there
as
is
I
some
said,
dedication and commitment.
yes, it has to be commitment. You can't just think that you don't give 100% and get anywhere.
Yes.
It doesn't work like that. You have to give your 200%. Still, things might not work the way you want, but then eventually it will come. If you're true to yourself and if you are honest to your commitments, things will fall in place.
Yes, definitely. Madam, you are in nursing
Yes.
career. How is their or your colleagues' reaction and response for your achievement?
Yeah, they are very happy for me. They are very overjoyed to hear about it. They, as you said, they are also surprised how I manage it, because it's not easy. But yes, it's an inspiration when people tell me that you inspire us to do something. It's a big thing. Even if one person gets inspired or motivated to do whatever they want to do in life just because of you, I think that's a win-win situation. It's more than winning a pageant or anything. You have influenced someone's life. I think that nothing gets better than that.
Yes. ರೆನಿ ಜಾರ್ಜ್ ಅವರು ಹೇಳೋ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಒಂದು ಕಡೆ ಸಮಯವನ್ನು ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ ಮತ್ತು ವೃತ್ತಿಗೆ ಮತ್ತು ಅಲ್ಲೊಂದು ಬದ್ಧತೆಯನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ತೋರಿಸಿಕೊಂಡು ಸಾಧನೆ ಮಾಡುವಂಥದ್ದು, ಮಾಡುವಂಥ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಭಾರಿ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಕಮಿಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಕೂಡ ಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಅದೆಲ್ಲವನ್ನು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪೂರೈಸಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ನಮ್ಮದು 100% ಅಲ್ಲ, 200%, 200% ಡೆಡಿಕೇಶನ್ ಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನು ನಾನು ಪೂರೈಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ ಅಂತ. ಮೇಡಮ್, ಯುವರ್ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್?
My immediate family has been very, very supportive. Extended family as well, like my parents have been very happy where I have reached, because they also know this was my childhood dream. And especially my dad and my mom, they are like very, very happy where I have reached today, and they are very proud of me, which makes me feel very happy. But then again, as I said, society, some people may like it, some people may not like it. There is a mixed
Mixed opinion.
And that's fine. Everybody is welcome to have their own opinion, but that shouldn't stop you from getting you where you are. Nothing should define or stop you from doing your bit. So
once again, if you recall your school days or some college days, some fine moment.
I think if talking about the pageantry, I think I'll go back to my college days. I had done a pageantry in my college as well at that time, and in my final year I had won the Delhi University pageant. So I think that was the starting point somewhere. That was a dream that flourished there, and it has come to this point. So yes, my experiences in my schools and college have been very nice, and I've had a really good time.
Yes, college ಮತ್ತು ಹೈಸ್ಕೂಲಲ್ಲಿರೋ ಕೂಡ ಒಂದು ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ಅನುಭವವಾಗಿತ್ತು. ಕಾಲೇಜಿನಲ್ಲೇ ಈ ರೀತಿಯ ಫ್ಯಾಷನ್ ರ್ಯಾಂಪ್ ವಾಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದಂಥ ಅನುಭವ ಮತ್ತು ಅದೆಲ್ಲವೂ ಈಗ ಸಾಕಾರ ಆದಂಥ ಒಂದು ಖುಷಿ ನನಗೆ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ರೆನಿ ಜಾರ್ಜ್ ಅವರು ಹೇಳುವಂಥದ್ದು. ಮೇಡಮ್, ಯು ಅಚೀವ್ಡ್ ಗ್ರೇಟ್ ಥಿಂಗ್. what is the future? What is your dreams in this particular field, I'm asking?
In this particular field, I think I want to do a lot of work in the community, because this gives me a platform to represent women, and especially married women, because I think what happens is the dreams of a woman is very much limited to when she gets married. In our kind of an industry or our kind of a society, it says, okay, once you're married, you have kids, then your life is all around them. And I think I want to break that stereotype, because no matter what, if you want to do it, you can do it at any age, at any time of your life, and nothing should stop you. So I want to send that message across, that if there's anyone out there who wants to achieve their dreams or has something in their heart which they wanted to do, and or society or something or time or anything is that stopping them, you should take that first step. You should never
in
stop.
Generally, we'll speak about the women empowerment. What is the challenges normally women faces?
I think the main challenge they face is the family. Yes. It is the
family restrictions.
The family restrictions are there, because women generally don't take that much of courage to step outside that, because they're very much bound by the family thought process, what the society will say. That's a very big bondage the woman carries, that and or what somebody else will say. That is, I think that's one of the biggest burdens women of today needs to put down, and just start living their life at their own terms as to what they want. That doesn't mean you don't look after the family, or you don't have a social commitment. You do. We do everything. With all that, you can still do what you want to do.
Nowadays we have all opportunities, and whatever needs that is available. When you speak about somewhere 40 years or 50 years back, the entire situation is different. But nowadays, either education or any other platform is available to those who want to success or those who want to achieve. So in this criteria, I'm asking you, how a girl can achieve
into the modeling industry?
Entire
industry. I think the main thing is education. That's what the basic thing is. You cannot compensate your education with anything. Even if you become very successful in life with any other career, the prime thing is that every girl should be educated, because that's what broadens your mind, that what evolves you as a person, that's what will empower not just the woman, the entire family that woman will carry. Education is very, very important, and that should never be given a second place. So I think education of a girl child is very important, and that should be given very much priority in the society.
ಹೆಣ್ಮಕ್ಕಳ ಮತ್ತು ಒಟ್ಟು ಮಹಿಳಾ ಸಬಲೀಕರಣದ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಹಿಳೆಯರ ಶಿಕ್ಷಣ, ಎಜುಕೇಷನ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ತುಂಬ ಆದ್ಯತೆಯನ್ನು ಕೊಡಬೇಕು. ಅಂಥ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೆಣ್ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಮಹಿಳೆಯರಿಗೆ ಅಸೀಮವಾದ ಸಾಧನೆಯನ್ನು ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅನ್ನುವಂಥ ಆಲೋಚನೆ ಮತ್ತು ಅವರ ರೆನಿ ಜಾರ್ಜ್ ಅವರ ಅಭಿಪ್ರಾಯ. ಮೇಡಮ್, ಕಮ್ ಟು ಸೋಷಿಯಲ್ ಸರ್ವಿಸ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಟಿವಿಟೀಸ್. What all things you are doing?
Okay, with my platform, we have to do a lot of advocacies for different organizations.
Okay.
So the advocacy that I do is mainly domestic violence. So and then mental health, because that's a topic that is not spoken enough much.
Yes.
There's still a stigma to somebody coming up and saying that I've got a mental issue, which needs to be rectified, because it's just like a physical illness. It's similar to that. It needs to be treated, and there's nothing wrong in that. And then also body positivity, because in the industry till now there is a thing that if you're not size 0 or if you're not a particular size or color, you can't make it in the industry.
Yes,
that is a stigma I want to break as well.
Great
because
thing.
You can be any shape, any body size, any color, you can still make it big. It's just your dedication and your confidence that will take you ahead. Nothing else matters.
Great thing. ಭಾರಿ ಅದ್ಭುತವಾದಂಥ ಒಂದು ವಿಚಾರವನ್ನು ಮೇಡಮ್ ರೆನಿ ಜಾರ್ಜ್ ಅವರು ನಮ್ಮ ಮುಂದೆ ಇಟ್ಟರು. ಮೆಂಟಲ್ ಹೆಲ್ತ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ, ಮಾನಸಿಕ ಆರೋಗ್ಯದ ಬಗ್ಗೆ. October 10th is ವರ್ಲ್ಡ್ ಮೆಂಟಲ್ ಹೆಲ್ತ್ ಡೇ. ಇದರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಇರುವಂಥ ನಮ್ಮ ನಾವು ಟ್ಯಾಬೂಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ, ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಒಂದು ಜೊತೆಗೇ ಒಂದು ಹೆಣ್ಮಗಳು, ಅದು ಫ್ಯಾಷನ್ ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರಿ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಸಿನಿಮಾ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಆಕೆಯ ಬಣ್ಣ ಮತ್ತು ಸೈಜ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಇರುವಂಥ ಅತಿರಂಜಿತ ಕಲ್ಪನೆಗಳಿದ್ದಾವೆ, ಅದನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಆ ಮೂಲಕ ನಾವು ಅತ್ಯಂತ ಅಗತ್ಯವಾಗಿ ಸಮಾಜಕ್ಕೆ ಬೇಕಾದಂಥ ವಿಚಾರಗಳನ್ನು ಸಾಧಿಸಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ. ಮೇಡಮ್, ಯು ಸ್ಪೋಕ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಮೆಂಟಲ್ ಹೆಲ್ತ್. Most of the times what happens, if something mental health imbalance happens, means most of the time the family people, they won't approach the doctors.
The doctors. Yes.
What do you want to say at this moment?
Well, I think that is one thing that needs to change, because the notion of the society is that if there is a mental illness in any particular person, then that shows, or that person is crazy, or it's not something that is so derogatory that it needs to be hidden. It's just like when you get a cough or a cold or a fever, you approach a doctor. So it should be treated in the same way. It's just a physical illness that's of the brain. It's just something that can be rectified and treated. The way of treatment is a bit different with therapies and counseling and medications. It might take a long process, but it is curable. It is not something that needs to be hidden under the carpet. It's something that you shouldn't feel ashamed to say, I'm suffering from depression or anxiety, because if you see, that's one of the major mental issues that's going on in the society today because of the stress and everything. A lot of people are going through it, but then nobody is brave enough to bring it up, because they think if you talk about it, they'll say, oh, there's something wrong with the person, because that is the general idea of the society about mental illness. That needs to change, because it's just a common a factor or a like a disease.
It's a common issue.
It's a common issue, and it is treatable. Treatable. Yes.
ಮೇಡಮ್ ರೆನಿ ಅವರು ಹೇಳೋ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಮಾನಸಿಕ ಸಣ್ಣಪುಟ್ಟ ಏರಿಳಿತಗಳು ಅಥವಾ ಕಾಯಿಲೆ ಅಥವಾ ಆ ರೀತಿಯ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆಯ ಲಕ್ಷಣಗಳು ಕಂಡು ಬಂದಾಗ ನಾವು ವೈದ್ಯರನ್ನು ಭೇಟಿ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಮತ್ತು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಸೂಕ್ತವಾದ ಚಿಕಿತ್ಸೆ, ಟ್ರೀಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ಪಡೆಯಬೇಕು, ಮತ್ತು ಅದನ್ನು ಇನ್ ಟೈಮ್ ನಾವು ಭೇಟಿ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ವೈದ್ಯರನ್ನು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ಚಿಕಿತ್ಸೆ ಇದೆ. ಮತ್ತು ಆ ಮೆಂಟಲ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಸ್, ಒತ್ತಡ, ಖಿನ್ನತೆಯಿಂದಾಗಿ ನಾವು ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಮನೆಯೊಳಗೆ ಕುಳಿತುಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಮನ್ನು ನಾವೇ ಒಂದು ಕೂಪಕ್ಕೆ ತಳ್ಳಿದ ಹಾಗೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ನಾವು ಯಾವ ರೀತಿಯ ಹೆಸಿಟೇಷನ್, ಮುಜುಗರ ಇಲ್ಲದೆ ಇಂಥ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ವೈದ್ಯರನ್ನು ಭೇಟಿ ಮಾಡಬಾರದು, ತೀರಾ ಅಗತ್ಯ ಅಂತ. ತುಂಬ ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ಕಾಳಜಿಯ ಮಾತಿದು. ಇಟ್ಸ್ ವೆರಿ prior issue actually.
Yes, it is a topic which is not spoken enough. It is not spoken enough, and it needs a lot more promotion, even be it through media, through counseling, through pamphlets, or home to home visits. It needs needs to go to every home, that if you've got an issue, it needs to be addressed. It's not something to be hidden.
ಎಸ್ ಮುಚ್ಚಿಡುವಂಥ ವಿಚಾರ ಅಲ್ಲ. ಖಿನ್ನತೆ, ಒತ್ತಡ ಅಥವಾ ಮಾನಸಿಕ ಆರೋಗ್ಯದ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆಗಳು. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಭಾರಿ ಮುಖ್ಯ ವಿಚಾರ ಹೇಳಿರುವಂಥದ್ದು ಝೀರೋ ಸೈಜ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ. ಹೆಣ್ಮಕ್ಳು ಸಿನಿಮಾ ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರಿ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಅಥವಾ ಮಾಡೆಲಿಂಗ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಅಥವಾ ಫ್ಯಾಷನ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಇಂಥ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುವಾಗ ಝೀರೋ ಸೈಜ್ ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ನಿರೀಕ್ಷೆ ಮಾಡುವಂಥದ್ದು, ಮತ್ತು ಕಲ್ಲರ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಇರುವಂಥ ನಿರೀಕ್ಷೆಗಳು, ಇದರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಭಾರಿ ಮನಮುಟ್ಟುವಂಥ ವಿಚಾರವನ್ನು ನಮ್ಮ ಮುಂದೆ ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ಹೇಳಿದರು. ಹೌ ಟು ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಟ್ಯಾಬು ಅಬೌಟ್ ದ ಕಲ್ಲರ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದಿಸ್ ಝೀರೋ ಸೈಜ್?
Yeah, I think the main thing is more women who are not the set standards by the fashion industry of particular size, shape, needs to enter the industry. It is a lot changed now. Like there is a lot more acceptance to curvy women, plus size models, somebody who's a dark skin, age. It's not there anymore. It is evolving, it is getting there, but I think a lot more needs to come into this, and that will only happen if girls who come under that particular bracket are brave enough to get into the industry. Because first thing is,
now this dusk color itself become one trend.
Yes, it is, because like a lot of the dark colored models are very popular and looked for in the industry, because that's it says, like black is beautiful now. So that's what it is. So it is evolving. Even like curvy women, curvy girls are very much in the trend in the fashion industry, which is amazing. But I think we need to promote more. The young girls need not feel ashamed of the body size and shape, because in the television what is shown is not always, or Instagram, that's the main thing that's going on nowadays. What you see on Instagram is not the reality. There's a lot more behind it. So just accept your body as it is, be proud of who you are, and just embrace it and just empower yourself.
Yes, great thing. Meanwhile, you participated recently in New York Fashion Week.
Yes.
What is the experience?
It was beautiful. Like it was an opportunity that came out of the blue for me. I had never planned it. It happened, and then so I went to New York in September, and I worked for an Australian designer. She's an Australian Aboriginal designer called Trinity Dawson. She is a 15-year-old girl, and she's doing amazing in the industry. And then I also works for a Canadian designer called Lynn. And so overall it was a very good experience, because it opens your horizons. It gives you a bigger picture of how the
entire world
everybody joins there. And yes, it is a beautiful experience. It really evolves you, and there's a lot to learn from different people from different countries. I think there's no end to learning. No matter how much you've been in the industry, you always learn from someone.
Different designs.
Yes, it's amazing.
Yes, great thing. Yes, madam, I'll conclude this show at the end. Two things. One regarding women empowerment.
Yes.
Your message, one thing. Then second thing, in this your achievement, those who all encouraged you, those who all supported you, for them you can give a thanks in this platform.
Sure.
First, the women
empowerment, the message I would like to give to every woman out there is just believe in your dreams, be yourself, and don't let anyone else define who you are. You are beautiful in your own way. There is nothing right or wrong. If it's okay, it feels okay for your conscience to do anything, go ahead and do it. There might be people who will like it, there might be people who may not like it. That is not a burden you need to carry on your shoulders. Just be yourself and just love your life and live your life. Don't settle for less, because there's only one life, and it's too short to live with regrets. So that's my message for every woman out there.
Then Thanksgiving at the end.
Yes, and I would like to give a big thanks to all the people out there, especially in India, and Tarnath especially, because you came out of nowhere and was such a big motivation and help during my pageant in the international end.
Your family.
And my family has always been there. Like they have from the time I started to today, they have been my biggest support and my backbone. They've been there all my time. So I can't thank them enough. I don't think I can thank them enough. And yes, so I would like to.
Father, mother.
Yes, everyone, like my dad and my mom, they're all very happy. It always feels nice to see your parents be proud, because my dad says all the time now that, you know, because of you, my name has gone, you know, popular where I'm working.
Renee
So
George.
yes, so that makes
George.
makes you feel very, very happy that you've been able to give that much of, you know, happiness to your parents, because at the end of the day, whatever I am today is from what the upbringing they gave me, the education they gave me. So yes, all thanks to them and my lovely family, and all well-wishers and supporters all over the world, here and in Australia, everywhere. Thank you so much and lots of love.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, madam.
Thank you so much. Thank
Yes.
you. Thank you.
ರೆನಿ ಜಾರ್ಜ್ ಅವರು ಆಸ್ಟ್ರೇಲಿಯಾದಿಂದ ಬಂದು ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಈ ಒಂದು ಮಾತುಕತೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಭಾಗಿಯಾಗಿ ತನ್ನ ಮಾಡೆಲಿಂಗ್ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರದ ಜರ್ನಿ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ವೃತ್ತಿ ಬದುಕಿನ ಜರ್ನಿ ಮತ್ತು ಸಾಮಾಜಿಕ ಕಾರ್ಯಕರ್ತೆಯಾಗಿ ಅವರ ಕನಸುಗಳು ಎಲ್ಲ ವಿಚಾರಗಳನ್ನು ನಮ್ಮ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಹಂಚಿಕೊಂಡರು. ಬಹು ಮುಖ್ಯವಾಗಿ ಮಹಿಳಾ ಸಬಲೀಕರಣದ ವಿಚಾರವಾಗಿ ವುಮೆನ್ ಎಂಪವರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಇರುವಂಥ ಕಾಳಜಿಯನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಅವರು ನಮ್ಮ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಹಂಚಿಕೊಂಡರು. ಈ ಒಂದು ಮಾತುಕತೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಭಾಗಿಯಾದದಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ನಾನು ಮತ್ತೊಮ್ಮೆ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಸಮಸ್ತ ವೀಕ್ಷಕರ ಪರವಾಗಿ ಅತ್ಯಂತ ಪ್ರೀತಿಪೂರ್ವಕವಾದಂಥ ಧನ್ಯವಾದ ಸಮರ್ಪಣೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೇನೆ. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಮೇಡಮ್.
Thank you so much. Thank you for the opportunity. Thank you.
ಎಸ್, ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು. ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಕಲಾಸಂಚಯ ಮಾತುಕತೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಬಂದು ಭಾಗಿಯಾದಂಥ ರೆನಿ ಜಾರ್ಜ್ ಅವರು ಆಸ್ಟ್ರೇಲಿಯಾದಿಂದ ಬಂದು ಭಾಗಿಯಾಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಅವರ ಪತಿಯವರಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅವರಿಬ್ಬರು ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಕೂಡ ಈ ಒಂದು ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಭಾಗಿಯಾದರು. ಅವರೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ ನಾವು V4 ವತಿಯಿಂದ ಈ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಮರಣಿಕೆಯನ್ನು ಅತ್ಯಂತ ಪ್ರೀತಿಯಿಂದ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ. ಮೇಡಮ್, ದಿಸ್ ಆ ಟೋಕನ್ ಆಫ್ ಲವ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ V4 ಸರ್.
Thank you.
ಯಾ,
Thank you so much.